China.
If she had divorced you just
Mangina.
because she got over here, then that wasn't your chick in the first place. If you gotta hide her, if you gotta hide her in order to keep her, then she not yours. Is all I'm saying.
But do
I
you
don't
really
care.
know those? But no, good point. But do you really know those women's real intentions? Like, are they really liking you because they like you, or are they just trying to come over here to get a little green card? So they're
Well,
taking.
if she not with
Y'all
you,
men are taking the risk either way, overseas or over here.
I guess
My
the thing is if she not with you and she only with you based off of what the opportunity comes with you. I don't want to be with nobody that don't want to be with me. Is my point. Like I want to be with somebody that likes me too. I don't want you to be with me and to be stuck with me just because you ain't got no other choice or I want you to have the choice and choose to be with me. Otherwise, you're not mine. So whether
Yeah.
you're here or whether there, and I understand why people are going to for a different culture or different type of person that was raised differently. But at the end of the day, you still got to choose to be with me too. And so if you not choosing to be with me and all it take is a environment to fuck that up, then you still was never mine.
But Anton, they don't know though. Like at those times, those women overseas or over here, just like women over here, they might like you. They might show or pretend to like you. But sometimes men don't really know their true intentions until it's too late. Like you don't
They
know
don't
if
know how
that
to
foreign
vet.
chick really like you for
I
you.
know what your
Yeah, they don't
intentions
know how
are.
to vet.
No, I
Yeah.
know I mean, you know what every girl's intentions are. You know some chicks that just want to, you know what I'm saying, be there for the moment. You know some chicks that's there for the clout. You know some chicks that's gonna fuck for the clout. You know some chicks that's, you know what I'm saying, that just want to be seen, that want to be around you. It's others that want to add value into your life. It's some that would prefer you as far as marrying, and it's other ones that got a completely different perspective that's trying to set you up. Like all women got a different perspective. It's just that if you spend enough time with them or you keep them around long enough, they're going to tell you exactly who they are, and they don't have to communicate it directly to you in order for you to understand it.
Exactly.
It's just
But do
like
you
guys.
think
Like
that
women know the dudes that want to actually be with them versus the dudes that just want to be with them for the moment, versus the ones that's keeping them around just in case. They know the dudes that's the friend zone, but they you know what I'm saying? They pretend like they don't, and then they act like their women intuition is not working when it's convenient. But they know the guys that want to be with them. They know the guys that's best for them, and they choose. And that's why guys are now starting to hold women accountable because we know that you're choosing wrong. You're not
yeah.
confused. You're not misunderstood. You didn't know that the nigga wasn't gonna be around after he fucked you and had a kid with you. You know the nigga that you fucking with. And so we all know. We all know who we rocking with. Now, if we choose to be disillusioned as a result of it, then you got to own that shit. But most of us know. Like, I'm not going to say all, but most of us know.
But even if you know, though, I think the problem is the fact that our system incentivizes women to divorce here.
Yeah, for
So that's the biggest issue with bringing them over here. I don't think it's about her and how much she likes him or anything. It's about her learning about the system and knowing what she can do with it. So I think that's
You still focused on the wrong thing. Listen, the system only works if you a nigga that got resources.
Exactly.
Divorce only works against you. Listen, y'all worried about the wrong thing. It's not the woman that you get divorced from. It's the woman that you have kids with. Y'all putting the cart before the horse. You're more likely to suffer as a result of having a child with a woman, regardless of whether you married to her or you out of wedlock, than a woman that you decide to divorce. Even if you got resources, that's a one-time fucking thing, right? And I can protect myself against that if you go about doing your prenuptial agreement the right way. Now, if you have children with her, which a lot of you niggas is having children with women you don't even really want to fuck with. If you got children with her, then that's an entirely different ball game. So we having the wrong conversations because essentially you're marrying the person that you have children with because you tied to them through the child for the duration of the kid's life. So the question that we really is supposed to be having is, are you fucking the right woman? Are you fucking the right woman? Because then you tied to that chick. Fuck the incentive. You can't incentivize nothing. I ain't worried about no incentives. Shit, I'll pay you to leave. I ain't tripping off that shit.
women too.
Tied to that person for the rest
That's
of your
what
life.
you would
That's
do,
the
though. But
question.
what would most men do? Would most men pay their woman to leave? Do they have the means to
Most
be able to do that?
people, if you look at the statistics, if we just gonna keep it 100, statistically speaking, most people, and it don't matter the race, most people can't put fucking $500 to $1,000 together for an emergency. What we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
We too poor to be talking about. Marriage is for poor people. It's built for people to get a leg up on people that are ahead of them by combining resources and exchanging strengths for weaknesses. Marriage is better off. Marriage is built for you. Why do you think that the government incentivizes you to get married? It ain't for no reason. It's because so you can become more powerful as a unit, which then feeds into the culture and it feeds into the economy in a meaningful way. It was invented for you in order for you to benefit from it as a result of it. That's why in every statistical category, whether you're raising a child in a marriage or whether you are married, most men that are rich, if you look at it statistically, are married. That's a fact. That's a statistical fact. Most men that are successful overwhelmingly outnumber men that are single.
That's very true.
Is built for exchanging strengths and weaknesses in order to enable you to become more successful. Now, when you start talking about the middle class, or you start talking about rich people and preserving wealth, it's a different type of conversation. But if you actually understand the purpose of it, then you can leverage it more effectively, which is why you should also look at it from a business perspective. But because people don't understand it and they marry just for love, and they're building their relationship on shit that don't last, such as looks or sex or anything like that, or whether I like you for the moment and that shit wavers and it goes in and out, you'll never be able to sustain it, or you'll never actually be able to leverage it because you don't understand it. And so when I ask people, do you understand marriage and why you're getting married in the first place, and they don't, I know you're going to fail. And that's the difference between being successfully married and why our culture is so fucked up. It's the reason why you'll have a child out of wedlock, but then you'll question whether or not you should get married. Stupid. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, I agree, man. I would say, like you said before, that people look at marriage as a liability, and there's more benefits to marriage when it comes to, like, I see a lot of people say, well, me and my man been together for about 5, 10, 7 years, and we're waiting to get our money together. And I'm like, you do understand that when you combine your debts, there are actual grants that you can apply for that can subsidize your debt, and then you have less to owe. There are things that that help out married people, and you're just waiting and you're buying time. And y'all never get married. It's crazy.
Oh,
We can say what we want to say pretty much, as far as like how marriages are supposed to go, or it'll help you out in the long run. But at the end of the day, the statistics still show that women are still divorcing.
Yeah, it blows my mind that women. I was watching a different panel a couple of weeks ago, and women were saying that they had kids or wanted kids. They'd rather have a kid than get married. And they thought that was. I was like, what the hell? But whatever.
Yeah, that's delusion.
I think it's worse because a lot of women make decisions based on their emotions. So, like, I don't know. I feel like that's just kind of like where it's failing for 2-parent households too. Like, women are very quick to divorce a man, or just get out of a relationship and jump to the next.
Or they won't want to get. They're just like scared of marriage completely, but they'll like attach themselves to somebody for 18 years. I don't understand that.
Because like, my bad.
Huh?
No, I was just gonna say, like, even me, I used to be completely against marriage because, like, I see my parents divorce at a very early age, and to this day, my birthday's on Wednesday. I'm about to be 26. I still remember every single event that had happened in my household as a child. But that left a mark on me. And I have a son right now. He's 5 years old, and he doesn't have his dad in his life. So, like, I realized how important having a 2-parent household is and having a father in the home, So, but yeah, like, I used to be completely against marriage, but I believe that it's really important, and it's important for your children too as well.
Let me ask you a question. So, against marriage, Were you also against having a kid out of wedlock though?
Obviously.
Like, no, no. Like at the time, whenever I was against marriage, is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
No, at that point, I was just doing my own thing. Like, and I think I was against marriage because I had that type of like, oh, niggas ain't shit mentality. But I was looking into like the wrong men, you know what I'm saying, and letting certain men into my life. But like, when you have a good man, I believe when you have a good man and you have a woman and y'all are completely honest with each other and y'all have the same core values, you can respect each other. I think that it could actually work. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just me though. But
Good point. Good point.
What made
I'm
you
sorry that happened to you.
shut the fuck up, Quentin?
I just wanted to know why you weren't scared. Were you,
Oh my
why you weren't
god.
scared to have a kid or have a child, I should say. Were you nervous to have a child without being married?
you talking to me?
Yeah.
At the time, no. At the time when I had my kid, I mean, I wasn't conscious enough, you know, and I really regret that now. You know, of course, I don't regret my kid, but I hate that I wasn't conscious enough and that I acted out of emotion all the time. I had my kid out of emotion, and I just was not in a good state in being realistic with myself, you know. But now that I am accountable and I've realized, you know, what I did and was just trying to get one up, it's not even healthy for my kid. You know, like I have to play both sides. I have to be masculine and I have to be feminine for my child because his father is not in the home, you know,
What
and
happened to the father?
Yeah, I didn't want to
his
ask that.
father's in jail. He's in jail. And honestly, we did co-parent and things were going well, but you know, at the time when I found out I was pregnant, I actually had left him. I left him and then found out. But I mean, yeah, I decided to keep my kid, but I knew, you know, it wasn't gonna be the best, you know what I'm saying? But
Did he go to jail after?
no, he went to jail last year in October.
Oh, so he was involved
Yeah,
before.
after.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all be wait. Y'all be fucking with some thug ass niggas.
No.
I like nice guys,
Oh,
but then y'all don't like nice guys.
You could be nice
I,
and be
I
a
can
thug.
say
How you
have
gonna say no?
what you say?
Who? Where I
I
am?
said, why you say no?
Me?
Yeah.
Because like I see myself different now. Like my whole mentality has just changed from who I was. I think about what I'm gonna be doing next, and I actually think about it and where it's gonna get me. You know,
But hold on, but he was a thug ass nigga when you met him though, right?
he tried to be. Yes, he was
What
trying
do
to
you
be.
mean? Why you say you tried to be?
Because I mean, he wasn't big dog. He wasn't like he wasn't a big dog in the streets, but
Like a lower level.
he was just
Was he Ghost or was he Tariq?
Yeah, dumb it down for us so we can understand.
power on. I believe that he was just trying to be somebody that, you know, he really didn't have to be. And I think that's a lot of us today, especially like in the black community, you know, making certain choices and making decisions that aren't beneficial because we don't have to do certain things, but we choose to. That's my opinion.
Nah, I don't like how that's framed. I don't like how that's framed. I
Okay.
definitely don't like how that's framed. You're making it sound like the men in our community only a lot of us have the choice to do better, but we just, fuck around and go to jail and have babies.